Hi everybody, this is Kelsey signing in, we-grow.net, that's the website, and I want to be kind of brief as I can today. We have drafted a Constitution for African Americans in America. It's called C-228, and the reason being is the 228 represents the 228 years that it's been since the United States Constitution was ratified in June of 1788. So that's why it's referred to as C-228. And the reason that we feel that we deserve a Constitution for African Americans is because the Native Alaskans, certain tribes, have constitutions on certain lands allocated to them by the government. The Native Americans, formerly Indians, also have constitutions on land that was given to them to recompensate them for the land that was illegally seized from them by the United States government. So they have constitutions. They provided the Native Alaskans and the formerly called Eskimos, and also the Native Americans, also who are formerly called Indians, provided the land resources, but we provided the labor. And so it's not a question of being militant or anything like that. We deserve a constitution as well. The Constitution, of course, our Constitution is going to be subservient to the United States Constitution quite naturally. We're not trying to usurp the United States Constitution, but what we want to do, our Constitution is going to be more agenda specific. For example, we enjoy the protections that the United States Constitution gives us: the right to vote, equal protection under the law, due process, and so forth. But the United States Constitution does not address how funding for historically black colleges and universities. That's an issue that is given to African Americans. That's an issue that we have to work on. Okay, so our agenda, C-228, is agenda specific. There are certain unique issues that involve the lives of black Americans in America that we have to address. So the Constitution, C-228, is going to be more agenda specific as it relates to the issues affecting the black community. That is the primary difference between the United States Constitution, of which this Constitution that we're drawing up is subservient. I acknowledge that, but yet and still we have to address certain issues. Now, let me just give you an example. I'm going to read the preamble for We the People, for the C-228, excuse me. We the people, the black descendants of Africans and citizens of the United States, for the purpose of promoting the general welfare of our people, while further taking advantage of the opportunity for self-determination and economic growth, enter into this Constitution and bylaws for United States black communities, our document being subservient to the United States, to the Constitution of the United States. Black people in America must have our own, quote, living and breathing, unquote, Constitution, which allows for evolving and adaptation to contemporary times. An example, I just gave you an example of the historically black colleges and universities. Knoxville University, for example, last April, I think, had like 11 students in the whole college, and of course they had to close the door. That's an issue that comes back upon the black community. So I made that a part of our Constitution, is to address the funding for historically black colleges and universities. Another example is, as you know, that's been going on since April, is the National Black Churches and Black Community Economic Initiative. And that initiative was put forth to, first of all, place the leadership role in our communities back into the hands of our churches, but we also want to help address the economic, social, and spiritual dysfunction that's been going on in our communities. So it's going to be an economic endeavor that purports to place the leadership role of the black churches back into the community, just as was seen, as I indicated before, in previous writings and videos, as was seen during the Montgomery bus boycotts, where you see the people were united because they had a purpose, which was to dislodge discrimination in the transit, the ordinances as it related to the bus rides for citizens, black citizens. They had to get up and let other people have their seats and all kind of stuff like that. So what we want to do now, also what I want to do when I have an opportunity is we're writing a book. I'm putting together a book. I want everybody out there, I want your viewpoints on C228. If you want to add something to it, or if you want to make a comment, my information is on the website at we-grow.net. You send me that information, and we're going to put your information, if it's worthy, into a book, and we're going to use the sale of the book to help fund and heal black communities. Okay, so there's a couple of things you can do on that. You can send in your viewpoints. 3/4 of a page to a page is enough. It doesn't have to be any more than that. You can send in your viewpoints about C228, your thoughts about the Constitution for African Americans, and also you can send in viewpoints. Another thing that we're doing is we're accepting 3 to 4 paragraphs about something that God did for you. We want testimonies. If you want to tell the world about something that God did for you, this is your time. You can send that to me in my email. My email is on that website, we-grow.net, and my telephone number is area code 312-918-0057. And so the guidelines in C228, of course, are unenforceable. We can't make you to do anything. The United States government, if you don't comply with certain laws, such as perhaps paying income taxes, they can enforce that. In C228, we're not going to punish anybody for doing anything, but rather what we want to do is we want to move to stir all African Americans. We want to stir the sense of moral right in you as a part of community accountability. Everybody has a certain sense of community accountability, and that's what C228 intends to do. It intends to stir the personal accountability that you have for your community, because the community is just a larger network of the nation. So you have to start in your own community first. And so with that, I'm going to ask that God bless us. Thank you for your time. Refer to the website we-grow.net, we-grow.net, and all of that information is going to be put on there. Also, now, what I might do, I might read at some later time, I might read the Constitution in its entirety, because I'm thinking about, it's on the website now, but I'm thinking about taking it off, and we might use it as a fundraiser. In other words, I'll read it to you, but if you want to have a hard copy in your hand like this, you might have to pay $5 plus shipping and handling. And we're going to use that money. We're going to use that money to help heal the black community in various ways. Economically, we can probably set up some small businesses and stuff like that. Okay, so God bless you. That's going to do it. And let's pray that God blesses everybody. Okay, hope that God blesses. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.